Good morning. My name is Pam Vogel. I'm the Training and Development Specialist for the City of Pittsburgh, which means that I work on a little bit of workforce development and training to assist people to have all of the tools they need to do their job, but I also help coordinate the intern program, so that is why I'm up here today welcoming you. And we expect to have between 80 and 100 interns with us working this summer, so that's really exciting for us. It's the second year of having a formalized program, and we're really excited to have all of you here. So many thanks to Mayor Peduto for his vision to formalize our intern program and to increase the number of participants that we've had in years past when everything was sort of segmented and each department did their own thing. I also want to thank the department directors and the supervisors working in those departments who were willing to host interns this summer and they're willing to share their knowledge and their expertise and wisdom with all of you who are here with us today. So take advantage, ask questions, and really let them be a mentor for you this summer. The departments that we have interns working in this summer are the Mayor's Office, City Council, the Controller's Office, City Planning, the Citizens Police Review Board, the Equal Opportunity Review Commission, the Department of Finance, the Housing Authority, Department of Innovation and Performance, the Department of Law, the Office of Management and Budget, the Office of Municipal Investigations, Parks and Recreation, Personnel and Civil Service Commission, the Department of Permits, Licenses, and Inspections, Public Safety, the Administration, Emergency Management, and the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police, the Department of Public Works, Administration, Environmental Services, Operations and Transportation and Engineering, and we also expect to have a few interns working down at the Pittsburgh Water and Sewer Authority. So besides, we're going to try to have some planned activities for you throughout the summer. We have the welcome kickoff here today. There's also, you'll be receiving an email later on today about a free Connecting Pittsburgh networking event. We had a few people attend last year, and I know my niece, who did not intern for the City of Pittsburgh, but had just landed a job as a new graduate, attended, and she said it was really a lot of fun, and she got to meet a lot of people, so I would encourage you to take advantage of that, and I'll be sending you that email later this afternoon. And also, we'll have a networking event for all of you sort of mid-summer, and then a wrap-up to have a few of you present what you've been working on this summer. So what I would like to do now, while we're working out our technical difficulties, is have each of you stand up, let us know what your name, what school you go to, what year you're in, and what department you're working in, and if you're already working on some special projects. I know some of you, I know those who are here from the Police Bureau today just started today, so you won't have any of that to share, but so Elena, if you would.
Okay, hi everyone, my name is Yue Wang. I go to Pitt. I'm a first-year graduate student, major in accounting. This summer I'm gonna work as a grants intern for the planning department for the City of Pittsburgh. Thanks.
My name is Michael Handsome. I am a senior at Point Park University. I will be working with Richard Meritzer with the City Planning and American Disabilities Act.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brittany Faulkner. I'm a senior at the University of Pittsburgh studying environmental science, and I'm working on the Uptown Eco-Innovation District with City Planning this summer.
Hi, my name is Corey Ekstrom. I'm a senior at Pitt, and I'm the ADA architectural intern with City Planning.
My name is Molly Petrie, and I'm with the City Planning too, and I'm going to be a senior at Ohio University, and I'm doing graphic design work for bike plans right now.
Hi, I'm Emily Galfond. I just graduated from Pitt, and I am also an architectural intern with the ADA.
I'm Sean, and I'm going to the University of Pittsburgh Law School, and I'm legal intern with the zoning board within city planning.
Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Shakin. I am a graduate student at the University of Pittsburgh, and I am a health policy intern with the ADA office in the Department of City Planning.
My name is Leslie Optegraph. I go to Virginia Tech, and I'm an open space intern with the Department of City Planning.
Hi everyone, I'm Tori Frederick. I'll be a junior at Penn State University studying landscape architecture, and I'm also an open space planning intern.
Hi, my name is Peter Rowe. I'm an ADA legal intern with the Department of City Planning.
Hi, my name is Daniel Watt. I'll be a senior at Pitt, and I'm working with Justin Miller in the city planning for land use.
Hello everyone, my name is Avram Chernoff. I study civil engineering at Penn State University, and I am working with the Department of Public Works and the Transportation Engineering Bureau.
Hello, my name is Chris Young, and I'm working with the architecture department with specifically archiving and records management. I'm a graduate of Massachusetts College of Art and Design.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm a graduate student out of Carnegie Mellon, and I'm working at Councilman Krause's office.
Hi, I'm Nicole Conrad. I am a student at Georgetown University, but I'm from here, and I'm also working with Councilman Krause.
Hi, my name's Katie Formicella. I'm going to be a junior at Penn State, and I'm going to be working in the Department of Public Safety with Allison Hart in the nighttime economy coordinator on new orientations for food and beverage businesses and National Night Out.
Hi, my name is Monique Peters. I'm a senior at Chatham, studying accounting and economics, and I'm an intern with the City Council District 1.
Hi, I'm Alicia Smith. I'm a senior at Penn State University, and I'm the client relation intern at the Innovation and Performance Department.
Hi, I'm Sarah Yeager. I graduated from St. Francis University with a degree in environmental engineering. I'm working in the Department of Innovation in the Office of Sustainability, doing building benchmarking and energy retrofits.
Hi, I'm Emily Costello. I graduated from Shippensburg University a year ago, and I'm a Resilience Corps Fellow in the Office of Sustainability, working on a resilience badging program.
And I'm Alex. I also am a Resilience Corps Fellow working on the Resilience Badging Program. I graduated from the University of Pittsburgh in December with Environmental Studies degree.
I'm Nick DeFranco. I'm a computer science major, senior at Pitt. I also work for INP, and I work under Dana Robinson.
Hey, I'm Michaela Lease. I am a GISPIA grad student at Pitt, studying security and intelligence studies, and I'm interning under the director Historic with the Public Safety Department.
Hi everyone, my name is Nika Brancaccio. I'm a senior at Mercyhurst University, and I'm interning with the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police.
My name is Tyler Paschal. I'm a junior at LaRoche College. I'm interning with the Pittsburgh Police as well.
Hi, my name is Richard Bodwin. I am a senior at Westminster College from Frederick, Maryland, and I'm interning also with the Bureau of Police.
Hi, I'm Rachel Floyd, and I'm going to be a junior at Pitt, and I'm studying history and political science, and I'm interning with the Department of Parks and Recreation.
Hello, my name is Brandon Briscoe. I'm a senior business management major at Capital University in Columbus, Ohio, but I am from here. I intern with the Equal Opportunity Review Commission Department as an ERC intern doing contract review and auditing contracts.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm going to be a junior at IUP. My major is criminology, and I have a minor in psychology, and I'm with the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police.
Hi, my name is Beatrice. I'm a graduate student at Duquesne University for the Forensic Science and Law program, and I'm interning with the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police.
Hi, my name is Andrew Sager. I'm a senior at the University of Pittsburgh, and I'm interning with the Pittsburgh Police.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sonia Rudolph. I am a student at Point Park University. I am a senior, and I'm interning with the Bureau of Police.
Hi, I'm Kwok Vo. I am a senior at Pitt Greensburg, and I'm also with the Bureau of Police.
My name is Anthony Booth, and I'm a junior at Slippery Rock University. I am also have an internship with the Bureau of Pittsburgh Police.
My name is Adam Hoffman. I'm a senior at Pitt, and I'm interning with the Department of Finance.
Hi, I'm Ashley Silky. I'm a senior at Robert Morris University, and I'm also interning downstairs at Finance.
I'm Barry. I'm a junior at Pitt, and I'm in the Department of Finance.
Kevin Linder, Robert Morris Jr., Department of Finance.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I attend the University of Southern California, and I'll be interning with Councilman O'Connor's office.
My name is Caitlin. I'm a senior public relations and advertising major at Point Park University, and I'm interning with Councilwoman Smith.
Hello, my name is Donald Matthews. I'm a senior at Point Park. I'm interning in Pittsburgh Public Works in the Construction Permits Department.
Hi, my name is Shantae Wright. I'm a senior at Cal U, majoring in forensic science, minoring in chemistry, and I'm an intern for the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police.
Hi, my name is John Smith. I'm a senior at Cal U with a criminology major and forensic anthropology minor. I am an intern with the Bureau of Pittsburgh Police.
Hi, I'm Taylor Schreckengost. I'm a graduate of Slippery Rock University, and I'm also interning with Pittsburgh Police.
Hi, I'm Kayla Webster. I go to Cal U. I'm a senior and the criminal justice major. I'm also interning with the Pittsburgh Police.
Hi, my name is Becca Card. I'll be a senior at Mercyhurst University, and I'm interning with Pittsburgh Bureau of Police.
Hello, my name is Yvonne Wilborn. I'm a senior, and I go to University of Pittsburgh, and I'm internshipping with the Bureau of Police.
Well, as you can see, we have people from all over. I was going to ask who's come the furthest to be here with us today, and I think it's the gal from Southern California. From Pittsburgh, but you traveled back to be with us here today. So I would like to, we've had a little, our technical difficulties are continuing, but I would like to introduce you to Sally Stadelman. She's the Community Affairs Liaison and Civil Leadership Academy Coordinator, and she's going to talk to you just a little bit about city government and how our departments are set up, and she's going to tell you everything you wanted to know but didn't know about city government.
Good morning, everyone. Like Pam said, my name is Sally Stadelman. I work in the Office of Community Affairs, and we handle constituent services for the mayor's office. So we answer the phone, we meet with the people that come into the office that have concerns, want to share ideas or complaints about the city. So we never know who we might be talking to or what might be coming through the office, which turns us into we tend to know a little bit about everything that's happening at the city, which is, I think, how I got roped into giving this presentation. So I also run the Civic Leadership Academy, which is a free 10-week course for city residents. We introduce them to 13 departments. They learn about what they do, their background. You get to put a face to a name, and kind of humanizes government a little bit, opens up the black box, and really makes you realize how much we do here at the city. And also what we don't do, what's county, what's city, etc. So I am also, I'm a graduate of the University of Pittsburgh. I graduated in December 2012 with a degree in political science, a minor in Spanish, and a certificate in European Union Studies. So glad to see there's a lot of Pitt students in the room right now. So normally I would have a Prezi presentation that we would go through where we talk about each department and what they do. Unfortunately, all the internet is down today, so I can't get onto my presentation. So we're just going to improv a little bit. We're going to talk about, we're going to just do still a very brief overview. I'm going to try and make it even briefer because I put people to sleep with the presentation. That could probably be even worse with just going over information. Yeah, right, I could, yes. Shelley is suggesting that I act out what our departments do. But maybe even before I start, does anybody have any general questions? Have you come across anything in the city or your daily life so far that you're like, why does the city do that? What's going on there? is there a department you've heard of that, you're like, what is that? Why is that there? Anything? Any ideas? Everything's new and fresh, or you're experts, right? Everybody knows how the city works. Okay, so we'll start with, I start by going over the first thing you have to know about the city is whoever you are. If you're the mayor, if you're a laborer in the Department of Public Works, your boss at the end of the day are the citizens of Pittsburgh, right? We all work for the taxpayers. So that is who we are focusing on. That is who we're, everything you do is to improve the lives of the people that live in this city. And it creates an interesting, to work for the city, you have to live in the city. So you are then also by default a taxpayer. And it creates a very interesting environment. So we start with your elected officials. So you have the mayor, Mayor William Peduto, who will meet shortly. You have 9 city council members. I hear a few people here are working for some. That's pretty exciting. I got my start too in the office of Councilman Bill Peduto, so great place to be. And then you have the city controller, Michael Lamb. So the mayor and city council, of course, propose and pass legislation, and the controller's job is to audit. So they do financial and performance auditing to make sure departments are operating as they should and spending money as they should as well. So, right, nine city council members. I had a nice map to show you where all the districts were. And they all, and then of course, mayor's office structure, wherever that. So we have chief of staff. He is a 3 core person staff member that helps with all kinds of different initiatives. A lot of economic development happens through the mayor's office as well. We have a Bureau of Neighborhood Empowerment that works on more social issues. The Equal Opportunity Relations Commission, EORC, which is in charge of making sure we are hiring minority contractors, is housed in the Bureau of Neighborhood Empowerment in the mayor's office. We have an initiative called Welcoming Pittsburgh, where we're trying to make the city a friendlier place for immigrants from all over the world. I think Pittsburgh is actually at the bottom of the list right now for having an immigrant population, and we want to change that, right? An important goal we have is we want 20,000 new people to move to the city by 2020, or at least sometime soon, right? That builds up your tax base. It really just gives you a better opportunity to do a lot more. And so everything we do is focused around that. That's one way we're trying to do that. And let's see if I can get, okay. And also housed in the mayor's office, it's called the Office of Management and Budget. So this is an important office because our operating and capital budgets they are the gatekeepers for those budgets. So every department that you're all working for, every year the mayor sets his priorities for what we want our budget to be, and then each department comes forward and says, this is what we want our budget to look like, and then the Office of Management and Budget has to bring everybody through the process to come to a final agreement on what the budget's going to look like. And of course, that budget also has to go through City Council, so for a third time, it's going to go through a lot of changes and scrutiny, and then at the end of the day, we end up with that capital and operating budget. All of those things are available for you to check out on our city webpage. So if you haven't been there yet, it's pittsburghpa.gov. Everything I'm going to talk about is on that webpage. There is so much information. It's a really great way to learn about what other departments are out there, learn about the department that you're in right now, links, just a wide breadth of information. I also recommend the mayor has a press release page where he comes out with all the different types of initiatives that we're working on in the mayor's office. That can be very helpful as well to keep up with what's going on at the city. For example, we're in the running for a $50 million transportation grant. And we're, fingers crossed that that's going to go well. It should bring some really great change to the city. Can I answer any questions on anything so far? Anything come to mind? Good. All right. Keep moving forward here. Talked about the Bureau and the Controller's Office. Again, controller, city council, and the mayor's office are all elected, held accountable by the residents. In addition, so we have things called the boards, authorities, and commissions. The mayor usually appoints or chooses people, and then they're presented to city council. City council approves those appointees. So boards, authorities, and commissions. They're usually volunteer, and they essentially govern and help guide our different types of commissions. So, for example, we've got the Human Relations Commission. You can go to this commission if you believe that you were a victim of discrimination in housing, and they can they can actually take the person to court if it is a legitimate case, and hold them accountable, fine them if they're guilty of discrimination. So that's guided by, they have staff, but they also have a board who gives recommendations on best practices, finances, and how to run things, and how to give get recognition for that board or authority. Another really important function of the city as well are authorities. So PWSA, Pittsburgh Water and Sewer Authority, the URA, Urban Redevelopment Authority, Parking Authority, right? So they have a totally separate structure from the city, and that usually is because, so for example, PWSA used to be a department under the Department of Public Works, but in the 80s, we created a separate authority for it because PWSA has to make millions and millions and millions of dollars of investment, infrastructure investment. And in order to do that, their funding has to be separate from the city in order to carry the bonds and debt that it needs to replace our water and sewer pipes. So that's all kinds of other stuff to say about PWSA as well. Yeah, and same with URA, same with Parking Authority. And Parking Authority actually, they generate enough revenue to cover all of their expenses, and then they give money back to the city every year as well. So they're a revenue generator for that reason. So pretty interesting structure. We'll go through a few more here. So I heard we had some innovation and performance people. So during your time here, innovation and performance, that is where your email, where our city website is maintained. And one of my favorite departments, 311, is in innovation and performance. Has anybody here ever used 311? Yeah. So 311, you see a pothole, you see a house that's falling down, tall grass, anything you can think of, you can usually put it through 311. Wendy Urbanik, who is the manager there, has been working very, very hard to really improve the system in any way possible. We're very connected, even with people that don't work for the city are still, you can call 311 about a health department issue, and it will get to the health department. But it is a centralized location where when you call in and you make that request or complaint, there's a tracking number assigned, and then everything that happens with that issue is then tracked in a centralized location, right? So you can even put your email address in, and you'll get an update every time that the city makes progress on your concern. That way you know whether or not something's happening. If you don't hear something in 3 days, you've got to call back. Or oh, an inspector's been out to that house and they've found these violations. They're going to be back on this date. They came back on this date. The violations haven't been abated. They're going to come back on this date. And it's just very great automatic way of keeping residents informed and creating transparency. So that's IMP. And of course, we have a lot of really great, over the last couple of years, we've gotten a lot of other functions online, and that is where we are headed. For example, you can now rent a park shelter online. I don't know if anybody had ever had to participate in the old system, but essentially you had to come in, spend almost an entire day waiting in line to get your assignment for your park shelter. Now you can reserve that park shelter exactly 365 days beforehand, starting at midnight, right? So from the comfort of your own home, you can go online and reserve that shelter. So, and we want to do that with all of our everything you get from the city, every permit, you should be able to do online, and that's where we're moving. So that was one of our first. We also have, you can see what streets are going to be paved. That was all moved online. And in the wintertime, when it's snowing, you can check out our snowplow tracker and see where your snowplow is in your neighborhood. So, all right, let's see here. So talk a little bit about Department of Public Works, Parks and Recreation. So DPW, really, really important. All the infrastructure you see in the city is planned for and maintained by the Department of Public Works, right? Everything you see in the parks, they do the shelter program as well to rent shelters, versus Parks and Recreation that does, they do recreation planning, right? So the staff in our senior centers and our rec centers, the lifeguards at the pools, movies in the park, that's all done by Parks and Recreation. A lot of people think that they also maintain the parks, but that's DPW, right? Any other questions? So now that Mayor Peduto has joined us, I'm going to turn the mic over to him, but if anybody ever has questions, so my name's Sally Stadelman. I'm here on the 5th floor. We're just on the other side of the hallway. We're always happy to chat. And yeah, thanks so much, guys.
So did you tell them how you started in city government?
Yes.
Okay. Sally was my intern. So how many folks here are undergraduates? Okay, pretty good number. And the number of grad students? A few. Okay. Need to get more. This is going to be an interesting summer. I don't know how many of you have actually done internships before or have had the opportunity to intern in a government, but a lot of what you have is preconceived notions about how things operate will be different. And there will be people within the departments that you work in that will become mentors that you'll be able to really learn a lot from. My advice to you is just flow with it. Go with it. Let it sort of be able to shape you. Don't try to shape it. It's a great opportunity. When I was in college, I interned every summer. I would work one job to be able to get government and political experience, and then I'd do a second doing the most ridiculous telemarketing and other things and bussing tables in order to make a little bit of money and to go back to school. But those experiences gave me the opportunity to see what it was like to work in government. And then that became the motivation to want to do this. So it was those summers that I spent in college in government offices that helped to build it. And the nice thing about it too is you work in an office like this in city government, it opens up opportunities then because you have the experience if you choose to go to somewhere like Capitol Hill and to work there. This is, as you are probably well aware, a great building block. It's a great opportunity to be able to learn, but it also gives you a nice little thing to pad the resume with. So we'll work with you on that. The other thing is, don't be afraid to ask questions. A lot of things that you'll see or be doing, and a lot of it will be mundane. I call it the daily grind when I was an intern, all the copying and everything else. You have a lot of people around you who have worked in city government for decades, and they not only understand what their jobs are, but they understand it on a national basis and what the best practices are. So if you have an idea, share it. And if you want to ask and learn a little bit more, ask. Have that opportunity to do so. And the third thing, network amongst yourself. You're all on the way up on your ladder, and you're all on the same rungs as you're going up. Chances are, if you decide to stay in Pittsburgh, you're probably going to work with each other again. And you'll have this opportunity to begin that friendship and that network to help each other. So use this as the opportunity to build out your own networks. Because whether you're working in government or in corporate community or nonprofits or within institutions, your own network will help you later in life to be able to get to where it is you want to get to. So, welcome to the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to the opportunity to become interns with the city of Pittsburgh. Use this opportunity for everything that you can imagine to help to advance yourself and take a little bit of time to learn. Thanks, guys. Oh, thank you.
we're just about finished, but I did want to have you speak with somebody else who, or have someone else speak to you who also started in city government and now works for the mayor's office. So I would like to introduce James Hill. He is the special assistant to the mayor. He'll be right back. So let me ask another question or two here. Is it returning with us this summer who interned last summer? I know of one person in the audience. Ah, there's two. Okay, great. So we didn't scare you off last summer. So you are back again. Would anybody like to share their reasons for selecting government work? You're not all political science majors, I know, because I've looked at each and every one of your resumes. There were 349 resumes. Yes, in the back. Sure. Let me bring this back for you.
So my name is Caitlin Miller, and I'm sure you all remember Sophie Masloff. Well, my grandmother, Mary Lou Daniel, ran against Sophie, and obviously Sophie beat her for the gun, but then my grandmother was her secretary, and I just followed right in her footsteps and ended up here. So that was my go for coming here, so yeah.
That seems like a good reason. One more?
I don't know how many of you have seen the show Parks and Recreation, but I want to be Leslie Knope, and so I'm not in the Parks and Recreation department, but I figured it was close enough, and that's why I like it.
There are good things that you can actually see and learn on television then. It can be inspiring. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce James Hill, Special Assistant to the Mayor.
Hey everybody, so very much like Sally, I sat in this very room, I guess it was almost a summer and a half ago when I was interning in the office of Councilman Lavelle. When my internship ended, I was graduating from Point Park this past August. The winds moved in the right direction, that I was given the great opportunity to interview for a full-time position as the mayor's special assistant, which is pretty much just the Charlie Young of the West Wing, or if my favorite dual hill role in Holes, when he says I can fix that. His lesser known starring role. But it's a job that I've really got to enjoy. I get to meet a lot of great people. I get to do a lot of cool things, but I truly cannot impress the importance enough, speaking personally, of what, like, just always putting yourself up for grabs during this summer. Like, that's how I got here, you know? I never just left at 2:30 if I could, you know, if I didn't have anything else to do. Nobody will ever tell you not to stay around and help if you have more time. It never hurts to help as much as you can, go to as much as you can, put yourself out there as much as you can, because in the end it'll be worth it. Like the mayor was saying, these people have worked in government for a very long time, and they already know what they're doing, but they need a lot of help to get it done, especially if you happen to be in the council side. Oftentimes there's only about maybe 2 people working in a council office a week. They're never going to not ask you for more help if they need it there. If you're in city planning or things like that, we're undergoing a lot of growth right now. A lot of things are in the pipeline. They're always going to need help to push it out. If you're in a what is it? Not BBI. They keep changing the name. PLI. If you're in PLI, they have a lot of stuff in the pipeline too. They always need help. And then just kind of, you know, take a moment to appreciate, you know, the space you're in. Like every time I come into this room, I glaze around a little bit and then like lightly stroke the furniture. I think of all the decisions that have been made in this building that have shaped the future of this city, and all the decisions that have been made in this room that will continue to shape the future of this city. And we get to be a part of that, you know. It may be old-fashioned or, you know, TV-like, but we get to be a part of history in a sense, you know. I get the opportunity now to stand with the mayor. I like to joke on the sidelines, as I also like to joke as Pittsburgh's official first lady, as the mayor continues to be unmarried, when I'm either gesturing to paintings or stand, like just before here, the reason we were late, we were next door at the Grant Building, because Senator Casey just so happened to announce a new Hate Crimes Prevention Act. He had actually had it in the pipeline before the tragedy took place this weekend, and it was almost as if, you know, not the fates obviously, but that act, he moved it up a week to today. It was supposed to be in Philadelphia. You know, you'll get to stand on the sidelines of things like that. You'll get to be at openings and groundbreakings. You'll get to see things before they actually happen, before the public does. Everyone will ask you to fix their potholes, and we cannot do that. It'll never be successful. That's the other thing, though. People are always going to want to, now that you're in the city, they're always going to be like, well, there's a bush 3 doors down from my house. And, most of the time, it's not as simple as that. But this is a great learning opportunity. It's a spectacular way to give back in the service to our great city, which is getting greater probably. I don't like the way that sounded. You probably can guess why. It is getting greater as we move forward. So I really want you guys to have fun. Like Sally, I'm right here on the 5th floor in the office of the mayor. If you guys ever want to hang out, I'm also the literal unofficial first lady, so I will walk you around and tell you about every square inch of this building, every wall tile. The poor guys who are doing the facade restoration work are sick and tired of seeing my face because I stop by every day to inquire upon the status of its completion. Have a lot of fun, enjoy yourselves, enjoy the city, and we're going to do this together, and we're going to make Pittsburgh a better place.
Thank you, James, and also thank you, Sally, for being so gracious and speaking with us today through the technical difficulties. So I really can't say enough that we are really glad to have you here. We really do need the help. You will have good experiences, and it is all what you make it. If you're looking for something a little more, like the mayor said, ask. If you want a stretch project and you're not busy, ask. So welcome again, and we have some refreshments outside, so I would encourage you to partake. Thank you. And my team working with me today are Elena Emery and Rhonda Sherrill.